Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 147. Ah! I am your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And this evening we've brought to you none other than the legend, the man himself, the skeleton that he is, none other than Mr. Mango! Ah!
Hello, gentlemen.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I hope that clown nose didn't scare you too much here. You might have had flashbacks of Walmart.
Good God, no. That's the last thing I want.
Yeah. So what's been going on with Mango?
Oh, nothing. Just cut the grass today. Not a lot's been going on. Nothing,
Cut the grass today. Is that a euphemism for something?
No, I actually cut the lawn.
Oh, okay. I thought...
Really?
Yeah, it's like...
Wow.
Yeah, I cut the grass, if you know what I mean.
We haven't done it. We haven't really had to do that. Well, of course, it's Minnesota, but...
No, I cut the grass, did the weed whacking, killed the snowblower, ran all the gas out. Ready to go, man.
Okay, so you're putting the snowblower away till next season.
Yeah.
All right.
God, I got a hair in my mouth. I did the stabilizing of it and stuff, so I'm ready. It's all put away. It's just not going to be gummed up next November when I want to play Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
What do you got there?
He's already got it.
Oh yeah, I got the pre-order bonuses. I got my lanyard for my keys.
Oh wow!
I got the pin on my what's that thing that you flip down?
Visor?
Yeah, my visor. Got my pin on my visor of the truck, and
wow.
My posters are not up yet, but they will be soon.
So that's GameStop that had that?
Yeah. My guy I texted him earlier and said, "Hey, don't blow smoke up my ass." And he's like, "I can't say anything." And I'm like, "Okay, that's an honest answer. I appreciate that." So then when I saw everything was coming out, it was cool because he texted me and said, "Black Ops 3, ? And I just texted him back, "Yeah, I've already bought Battlefront electronically, so since I had paid for it with him, I'm like, kill Battlefront, put 35 on each." And he did it.
It sounds like Wall Street.
Yeah, so I just went up and picked up everything. I'm all ready to go, man. I'm happy.
All right.
Sell, buy.
Yeah.
I'm going long.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping there might be a console for the PS4.
All right. You're hoping what about the console?
There might be a special console because I don't know if they're going to switch or not, but they're putting a lot of emphasis on the PlayStation for this. Not the units.
They might because there are a bigger player base. So unless Microsoft really, really, really wants to pony up the dough.
And Microsoft has the dough, and there's no doubt they can do it, but you know what? And I said this to Mandy today. I'm Microsoft, Xbone. I was such an Xbox fanboy, but it's become the Wii U in training wheels, man. Every time they have a chance to help their customer base or save their customer base, they shit on your face. So, PlayStation, baby. I switched.
Right. Yeah, I watched that Drifter video where he compared the boot times and trying to look at a player's gamer tag or send a message or whatever compared to PS4 versus Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it took the Xbox One forever to do it, and the PlayStation would do it much quicker. And you know what? That has definitely been my experience having both consoles. So
I totally agree. And Pony complained about it a little bit, but for what I saw, if you're doing a cold boot, it's going to take forever.
Yeah.
And
well, Pony doesn't have a PS4, so he actually hasn't had a chance to compare it. So,
and I don't think he did a cold boot either.
Well, yeah.
No.
When you turn it on from a cold boot, that PS4 comes up like that.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't come up like that from a cold boot,
But
but
compared to an Xbone.
Yeah, compared to an Xbone. Well, I'm rooting for the Xbox One because that's the console that, of course, has. Say it, Mango. You know what it is.
You Halo fanboy,
Yes,
son of
that's
a.
it.
Hey, I respect the Halo universe. I will play the campaigns. I respect the people. I like the people. It's a great community. I just don't like the multiplayer. I'm a Call of Duty player.
Right. Well, I just made a. It hasn't been rendered or posted online yet, but I just an hour ago finished making a Halo video. The title of it is Halo Finished? Because of some disturbing tweets I saw, on my timeline from various people today. And anyway, I answered that question. So we'll get into that later. But so today.
Yes.
Today
was the big day.
The reveal.
Yeah.
The annual ritual that is the Call of Duty reveal trailer was today.
My daughter actually came out and was screaming, "Dad, it's on right now! It's on right now!" And I'm like, "I'll be there. It'll be there when I'm done with the grass. I'm not gonna have the game today. I'm fine." But you don't want to see it right away. I'm like, I'll figure it out later. I'm like, but my kid was very excited about it, and you know what? I was very impressed.
Yeah. Well, it looks good. The very first opening sound that you hear is the first couple of guitar notes. Of the Rolling Stones,
baby. That's Trearch.
Paint It Black. Paint It Black. I love that song. I love the Rolling Stones. Oh my God, that song sent chills down my spine.
I love the Stones, and I'm changing my avatar to the tongue, but man, I love the Stones, and it just seems like every Trearch game is accompanied by a Stones song.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
no,
Back in Black was AC/DC. Okay, right. Another absolute classic song that just kicks ass. So, yeah, I mean, way to go. So that's a nice way to start the video.
Then maybe was it Infinity Ward, or maybe Trearch did a different, because don't they have the videos where it's just the announcement and then there's the superstars, like the one with Kobe and...
You know what? The original Black Ops was Gimme Shelter.
That's it.
It was Gimme Shelter.
Yeah.
Oh, man. God. You get three old bastards like us. Yeah. You start talking about the Rolling Stones
and fire a number, man, and put some Stones on.
It's like that's halfway that's half the battle right there. Is like when you put on Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah, I will say this: if I get the Stones on and I'm just chilling out, there will be no Call of Duty playing because. Let's just say, I'm like Venus Flytrap, man. My reaction time's a little bit slower when I'm chilling out, so to speak.
That's right. So, all right. So, we all saw the trailer. It's like campaign footage. This is campaign footage.
It is not. It is campaign. It is multiplayer. There was
multiplayer footage. I couldn't really tell.
Yes, there was. The swimming was
I couldn't tell either. Really?
Oh, yeah. There definitely was multiplayer. And some small zombies, bits and pieces.
There was a little bit of zombies, yeah.
And not just the very end, but there was a couple little slots where there was some zombie stuff. And what I like, outside of the fact that I love Call it 4-player co-op, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, that kicks ass.
Okay, that sounds good. I personally have never actually played all the way through a Call of Duty campaign. I've started them, but I've never finished them. But you know what? If I could play with a buddy or two or three, that would be some fun. That would be some good times.
I've finished every campaign for every Call of Duty that I've played. my most enjoyment was the World at War, when I could do the co-op campaign with my brother, and that's what he did. Iron took me through, and this is because I started with Black Ops 1. So World at War was before my time. We went back, and it was a blast, man. And to do it with 4 people, it just seems like they're kind of doing a little bit of Destiny here. They're taking, and I'm not a Destiny fanboy anymore, but they're taking some of the best things of Destiny. Everyone's going, oh, well, they're ripping this off. They're ripping that off. They're ripping this off. I don't care what you rip off. You give me a good game, fucking game.
Everything's ripped off, man. Fucking music. I mean...
oh, there's Crisis. Oh, it's Deus Ex. It's so
all right. So let's get to the rip-offs. Okay, the first one that comes to mind is Titanfall. So it showed wall running,
and wall running will be basically. I love Titanfall if you take the Titans out of it. Honestly, I mean, give me Titanfall. I dealt with the core version. I mean, because there was no hardcore. I liked Titanfall without the stupid Titans.
Well, I liked it all, but you know what? I do always, whenever I'm playing that game, I always wish that we could spend more time before the Titans happen, and then you had to wait longer before you got your next Titan. It's like there's too much Titan action.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they could pare it back so it's more just pilots, it would have been better. Beautiful
board spacing. I think one thing that I did hear today that was very positive to me was the boards that were, the maps. Sorry, Ken. The maps that were played by Prestige, by Drifter, by T-Mart. It seems to be the two that I heard. I have not watched Drifter, so I'm going to be honest now. They were happy with the size, and T-Mart actually said it was not a Stonehaven ghost size, but it was a pretty good size. So one of the maps. So I'm going. Array comes to mind from Black Ops 1.
Huh.
You get some nice size.
I didn't get the idea that they were extra big or anything, but the one thing I do know is that I heard both from Drifter and from T-Mart, they're 3-lane maps. They're traditional style 3-lane maps. There's no level more than 2 levels. There's never more than 2 levels high of verticality.
Yeah,
perplex. Man.
Yeah, perplex is like. Has anyone ever counted the levels on that?
I got PS4 and I play on the PS4. Even though I have it on the Xbox, I've never played it.
Drives me crazy.
Well, there's about 13 levels as far as I could guess.
Yeah, that'd be one of the ones where if. Like for us, if we get into Horizon or let's just say Horizon, it's just like we're out. We'll lobby jump to get some certain maps that we like, but I forget it. I am not playing 13 levels. It's like in Ghost, if you got that freaking what was the one that
Chasm, whatever. It's like, oh my god, how many levels did that map have? I think it was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Giving me 2 levels? Hey, that's sweet. That, once again, Titanfall, bigger maps, wall running, more spacing, but you're given these perk abilities. Now, what's really interesting, I don't know how I feel about it yet, this specialist thing, which is where you're coming from Destiny. You have up to 9 different characters to... No, I'm not prestige, because you're still doing your standard 1 to 55, whatever, to prestige. But you know, your characters have different attributes.
Right. Well, it sounds to me more than Destiny. It sounds like Battlefield, where you have classes like Engineer and Recon and Assault and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it's both, because if you look at Destiny, there's only the 3, and if you look at Battlefield, Flex, correct me if I'm wrong, is there 4?
There's 4.
Okay, you talk about 9. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, I don't know. There's so many good things about that, but that's the thing that's kind of got me going. Man,
Well, we have no way of knowing how they're going to implement that at this point. So,
yes.
I mean, but I will say Destiny, even though they had 3 classes, they were basically the same thing. I mean, they had different supers, basically. I mean, there was a little bit of difference, but your play style was going to be the same all three classes, really.
But you're not going to be as successful with the Hunter and his super with the pistol that you would with the Titan or the Warlock.
Yeah,
you know?
well, it's like the super is one part of it, but Battlefield was like the classes made more difference.
Oh, absolutely. You had to have. And that was the one. That's the big thing about Battlefield, and Willie strike me down. That was great, but how many guys are going to be out there doing one class? I mean, there was so many of this one class, and then I'd go engineer just so I could fix shit.
Yeah, or you couldn't get ammo, or you couldn't get health, whatever the case.
Yeah,
because everybody ran. Yeah,
everybody's they want to go out and they want to be slayers, but you know. And Flex and I were talking about this earlier. I love you, Mandy. You're a slayer, but you got to have some PTFOs in there.
Well, you know what? Mandy makes you win. I mean, I don't know what to say except when we play with Mandy, we win.
Yeah, I gave her some shit today. I said, she said something about COD, and I said, come on, PS4. And she said, I don't think so. And I said, dude, we would wreck the lobbies in PS4. Seriously.
Yeah, well, she pretty much wrecks every lobby she's in.
But you need more than a slayer, man. You got to have someone playing you got to have defenders. You got to have.
I know, but it does not hurt to have a good slayer because everybody else is on their heels, and it makes it easy to pick up the slack.
I will admit that I've got a lot of caps because she's protected me.
Oh yeah, and that's. But you got to have. You do have to have slayers.
Yeah.
So it's everything's up in the air, man. Everybody's so over analyzing everything that's going on, and what it really is you know what? We got some bits and pieces. I'm very excited. I will admit this. I love Advanced Warfare. I do.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Well, as far as Advanced Warfare, like it seemed at first appearance that this Black Ops 3 is going to be the same kind of movement that we have, this like quote advanced movement that we had in Advanced Warfare. We got the double jumps, we got the boosts and slides and all that stuff, but there is a difference. Like they were talking about the double jump is not like the kind in Advanced Warfare where you hit the A button the second time and you like spring up high.
It's
not like that. Right. So you know what it's like? It's like in Halo, the jetpack. It's like you equip the jetpack and you like rise up and you can climb up to a second level like that, but you're like very gradually floating. You're like this gigantic target if you do that.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. First of all, I will defer to you for the Halo references, but you are a sitting duck, man. And is it worth it?
Well, I never run jetpack, but I like shooting them.
and you know what? Think about how I play it. If you're trying to do that and I play hardcore, oh man, please come to my area. I will pop your ass out.
Well, Drifter was describing the movements, and you can use this jetpack. They call it thruster pack, whatever.
Yeah.
You can use this jetpack to move in different directions, but it has a set duration. It's like you got a certain amount of it that you can use, and you can go in any direction that you want. But it's not like instantaneous. Like Advanced Warfare, you go to the side, you do a side boost.
Yeah.
You just you just shoot any direction.
It's like a power strafe.
Yeah, and the thing is, for me, I'm not that awesome at the strafe and that version of it. But man, I slide like a motherfucker. That's something that they've actually improved on, and you can chain the movements, your slide to your wall run to your boost, whatever it may be, and they're built to be chained together.
Right. But, I don't think the traversing of the maps is going to be quite the same as Advanced Warfare. You can get from one part of the map to another part of the map so fast that it's crazy. You get shot in the back a lot.
Oh yeah.
In Advanced Warfare. No matter how good you are, you get shot in the back a lot because people are able to just close distances that are just so large in so short a time. People are all over the place. People are just all fucking over the place. And it doesn't sound like, according to T-Mart, he said that you can't traverse the maps as quickly as you could in Advanced Warfare, and you're not getting shot in the back so much. You're getting shot within your field of view.
Yeah, and he referenced Black Ops 1. It's the same kind of, you're seeing the person who's killing you. Mm-hmm. I look at Advanced Warfare where sometimes I get that, and I'm going to date myself here, you get that home front feel. Sometimes where you're moving, and I remember playing Homefront, and I'm like digging to get the spot, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm sniped. I have no fucking idea where I got hit from, and that's one thing that can be irritating. Take Instinct, for example. I go down there, and if I ever get to spawn C, which is my camping spot, because that's my camping map.
Is that down the hill? Is that down the hill or up the hill?
I'm down I go under the crane.
Oh, the crane, okay.
Okay, so what I do, you get across there, and what's irritating is sometimes you get that home front feel. Before you can even cap the goddamn flag, you get shot. This is your step. It's because they put on the exo speed ability, and they're flying across. They blow off the first flag. They just want to get to that center post so they can shoot grenades, and they can shoot their shit, and they can blow your ass up, because especially with the energy weapons, it's got unlimited range no matter what they say.
Yeah. Well, the distances that people can get very quickly are one of the problems that I have with that game. I like the game a lot. It's not perfect. And you're not exactly in the majority when you say you love Advanced Warfare. A lot of the traditional COD players hate it. I mean, a lot of them hate it.
I'm going to reference my brother, who is the one who got me into this, 2-0 for life. His exact words to me were, and this was when I was cutting the grass, wall climbing, a quick hover, less than a second, dude, I have my doubts. And I said, have not seen it yet. I got beta codes. I have faith in Trearch. I'm just cutting the grass. He goes, they gave in. Sellouts Activision. I'm like,
well, he's not alone in feeling that way. I think a lot of people are. But that's why it's so great that this time around there's a fucking beta.
Yes. Yep.
Unbelievable. Call of Duty releasing a beta?
Well, and
that's been a long time in coming.
World at War. I can't reference it from experience because I wasn't playing that. I mean, back at that time I was playing High Heat or Knights of the Old Republic, but for me to have a beta, from my experiences from playing betas recently, I'm stoked. And it's just give me some time with the game. I mean, I know how the Halo guys felt with they want the freaking Halo 5 beta back because Master Chief sucks so bad. They'd rather play the Halo 5 beta. And for me, I'm like going, wow. I mean, I could see a lot of people saying that.
Well, so I have a feeling that Trearch is very confident in this game to do that, to put out a beta. And I think that's one reason why previous Call of Duties did not make a beta, because they were sort of afraid that people would criticize the game and like it would hurt the sales. But if you have a really good beta, Like Titanfall's beta definitely moved games.
Oh yeah. Titanfall's beta was the shit. Destiny's beta, I mean, I was the huge Destiny fanboy for a long time until the repetition just got to me, but the Destiny beta was fantastic.
The Destiny beta sold a lot of Destiny games. It's like it's partially a beta, like a test, but I mean, come on, face it. Let's be real. It's a demo.
Oh,
it's a taste. It's a taste.
You know what? It's like heroin, man. You're gonna give you just a little bit just to get that vein all hooked up, and then you're gonna come back for more.
Yeah, but if the guy gives you really bad stepped-on heroin, you're not going to come back for more. So
you know what that's called? That's called Crisis. I did love Crisis, but once again, another guy was in the minority.
So I'm thinking that because it's like I have a lot of regard for Treyarch because Black Ops and Black Ops 2 were by far my two favorite Call of Duties. Black Ops 1 the most, that's my favorite, but then of course it was also my first, and it seems like you tend to really like your first most. But at any rate, most people have come to the feeling that Treyarch is the premier flagship of the Call of Duty developers.
I'll be honest, that's a double-edged sword. You know, Infinity Ward right now, they have to produce because they shit the bed with Ghosts.
I wouldn't be surprised if their shit canned.
That would be fantastic.
I hope that their shit canned.
But they still need a third developer, and they've already been working on it, whatever they're working on. So whether it's Infinity Ward or they do that Modern Warfare 3 thing. But let me go back to my point. That's a double-edged sword because if you look at it, Treyarch, they're like, we're Treyarch. We make zombies, man. We could just put zombies out and we'd sell 8 billion copies. They're like,
yeah, that's true.
What else you got? You won't put zombies up against Extinction? Forget it. You know, I mean, I give Sledgehammer credit. They came into it with a lot of cautious optimism, but in my opinion, they've delivered. I like it. It's
well, one of the reasons why they've delivered is it seems like a Treyarch game.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, there's my bias. You know, Black Ops 1 was my favorite. I didn't play the cycle of World at War. I enjoyed the hell out of it after the fact when you take out the fucking modders. But then Black Ops 2 was the shit. Love Black Ops 2. Played that from cycle to cycle. Black Ops 1, I joined mid-cycle and I was 15th prestige before it ended. I mean, it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I can tell you, the Infinity Ward games, Ghost I never max prestiged. Modern Warfare 3 I never max prestiged. But
those are the two worst games that I've played. Those are the two worst.
But if you look at what, you know, for what I played, got Black Ops 1, great, max. Then you got Modern Warfare 3, I did not. Infinity Ward. Then you had Black Ops 2, I maxed. Then you have what it came after that, Ghosts. Did not. I quit.
I quit on Ghosts probably around April. I just completely quit.
And I quit later than that, but I did quit. So now I've got Advanced Warfare. I just hit 13 tonight before we came on. And realizing that I did my first 3 prestiges on Xbox before I switched over to PlayStation completely. So I could literally be 16, 17 prestige into my master already. I want to have the Grandmaster before the cycle's over.
Well, I don't have any doubts that you're going to do it. You're a dedicated player. You sew a gun.
And there'll be more double XP shots at it before it's over.
Oh, I prestiged Tuesday. That was my 12th.
Without double XP, huh?
Yeah, well, it took, I think, almost a week, but then I prestiged Tuesday, and then now it's Sunday, and I've already prestiged again.
Yeah.
So the week before, they had the reveal for Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
Well, I gave you props for having your opinion, and albeit a not too popular one, but for me, I'm a Star Wars geek. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a fucking geek. Yeah, but I love the Star Wars thing, and if they put out a game, if it's like Battlefield 4, but like Star Wars shit, which I didn't play the first two Battlefronts, man, I'd be happy as hell because I came into Battlefield after the problems were kind of mostly taken care of. I enjoyed it for the most part, but I think you put something more that I can identify with, that I want to play like that, versus the generics like Battlefield, I think can be. I'm very excited. It looked clean. It looked crisp. It
looked like Star Wars.
It did look good.
But there's no campaign. So
can you believe that?
Are they pulling a Titanfall? But if that's
they are pulling a Titanfall.
Wait a minute. If that's just campaign, you're telling me that was multiplayer footage?
Well, I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know what that was, but all right. So I'm not a big DICE fan. It's like I tried Battlefield and it wasn't my cup of tea. I tried 3 and I never tried 4.
Yeah, you did. You tried it in the beta.
I tried the beta. Okay,
we tried
I
the beta together.
Yeah. So Battlefield was not my cup of tea. It's just like, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I even tried the Hardline beta. Did you play the Hardline beta, or did you play Hardline itself?
I had played the beta. I have Hardline. I pre-ordered it on one of those impulse things, and I'm going to be straight up honest. It was the biggest waste of money because I haven't played it since. And It's just sitting in my library. Would I like to have the money back so I can put it towards, Elder Scrolls for the kid? Yeah, sure. But it was an impulse. It was a total waste. To me, and I'm not going to say, I can't say it from experience because I do know that there's people out there that love playing their hardline, and that's fine. It does have a niche, but
Cleanup really likes it.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of the guys who I know. That's why I'm trying to pick my words carefully, because I do respect the community, and we're not just a community of Halo versus COD versus, which a lot of people think we are, but there's a lot of give and take where, I will support Killer, Jason. Is
the big killer. Props.
Killer.
Sure. Yes. I will support him because he's a good dude. I do watch some of his content, and I enjoy how he gives things out. And it's not just Halo. He does have, okay, I'm going to do this. I want to do this. This is what I have in my future. We're all a big community. And
yeah, I watched him stream zombie game. I forgot what it was.
Dying Light?
Dead Rising or Dying Light?
Dead Rising?
Whatever, one of those zombie games. He's a true gamer.
Yeah, but I respect the guys like that with the community. Major, Cleanup, Hagstrom,
Lurker.
Love Lurker. And I know I'm going to get some of these names wrong because I'm newer to the scene, but I'm a COD guy, and it used to be so compartmentalized that I'm expanding my horizons, and I'm trying to do other shit. And like I said, I played the shit out of Far Cry 4. Shocked the crap out of me that I enjoyed it so much. Finished it, 100%. Same thing with Dying Light. I love Dying Light. I'm actually thinking that if Advanced Warfare just dies out on me, which I don't see it happening, I might just go replay Dying Light. I liked it that much. But then we also have Batman coming. This year is...
What about Bloodborne? Have you got that?
No, because I'm a puss. It's too hard. I'm scared.
It was fucking is fucking hard, man.
I don't want to. If I want to get demoralized, I'll go upstairs and have my wife just talk me down. I don't need that shit, man. I don't have it. Luke, my nephew, has it, and he kicks ass at it. But what are you gonna do? He's an 11-year-old kid. Of course, he's awesome at it. I don't have it. But this year is shaping up phenomenal, man. This fall, I'm just gonna, once that shit starts dropping, love you, babe. My kid gonna drop the kid back off at college. The other one's gonna be a junior in high school. She wants nothing to do with me. The wife's gonna be working her ass off. Ain't no one gonna see the fat man. You
gonna put a deadbolt on the man cave?
Got it. On the inside, downstairs.
Put a big piece of lumber, like bolting the door.
Well, it's funny because my wife's like really pushing me to. She's like, if you could start doing this YouTube, people make money. I'm like, people don't want to see me. That's the difference. People want to hear things that, as goofy as T-Mark can be, Drifter. They want to hear what they have to say. They don't want to hear me.
Yeah. I only know a couple of people who have some sort of financial potential on YouTube, and it's like Bulletproof Underwear and my channel and Flex's channel and your channel probably aren't among them.
I can't even figure out how to put fucking audio on my videos yet. Thank God theater mode's coming back. Yes, it is.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay. Yes. Hey, if you ever need any kind of assistance with Vegas or something, just
we fucking figure this fucking thing out. It's pissing me off, and I don't know if it's I don't know if it's because of I have it going. I have the switcher box because I have both consoles.
Yeah, I have a switcher box too.
I don't know what
maybe you need a different switcher box because HDMI is tricky.
I've got the Kinvio. It's a 5 switch. It's fantastic. I got a little remote and stuff, but I don't even have to touch it because it switches automatic. Right. Problem is, I can record Xbox fine. Can't record at all with the PS4 because it'll flash, and I'm like,
you turned off HDCP, didn't you?
Yeah,
there's a setting that you got to go to inside PS4 to allow you to record on a capture card.
God, you did that.
I bet you I didn't do that. I'll bet you
do that, and you that did it to me.
Copyright something.
Yeah, disable HDCP or something like
disable
that.
Disable HDCP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold it. I got my Blackhawks on here. I got my, as you can hear, my PlayStation. Got my, I don't know if you can see. Got my Stormtrooper there.
Is that porn? No, just kidding.
No, that's a buddy of mine. No, but yeah, I got my Battlefront thing going there. So let's do this. First of all, tilt this a little bit because we see how fat I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mango's hand. You have a mighty fine lifeline there.
Yeah. Let's see. You go to settings, you said?
Yeah, you go to your settings.
And what? Video playback?
Yeah, try that.
Check that one. Yeah, I think that's it.
Output, language, Bluetooth, allow internet connection. No.
There's a ton of them.
Yeah, well, we could do it later, but that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they added the support for it, but they never turned it on by default. You have to go in and turn it on.
You have to turn it on yourself.
Well, and that's the thing that I'm like sitting there going, oh, fuck. And I've had some pretty kick-ass games recently that I want to put out, and haven't reached that magic 10,000 without bonuses yet, but I'm damn close. I got a 9875. I'm getting really close, and wanted to get some things out, and I wanted to say some things, and I did this whole diatribe during one of my gameplays, like you guys do, and put the video out, and all of a sudden, there's no audio. I'm like,
Elgato has a little button that you can click that you can just record commentary right with, as you're playing. You can play live and do commentary at the same time.
Well, the problem was that since I wasn't using the Elgato, I took the PlayStation and I sent it to... I gotta shut this thing off. It's doing the Xbox thing on there because I have the camera. But I sent the video to YouTube, made it private, and then pulled the video and put it into Vegas, and then tried to add the commentary on top of the Vegas, which when I played it worked great. But when I put it back on YouTube, a different version, and all of a sudden it's like the commentary was gone. I'm like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this shit sometimes.
Well, no, it's not that hard. Even dumbasses like Yamjuice can even do it. So, hey, say hello to my kitty. This is the sweetest kitty in California.
Cats rule. I love cats.
She's purring right now.
Oh yeah, she's digging that.
She got me with a claw.
Got scars all over. I'd really like to put some stuff out, and and I'm just so excited. I just would like people to, number one, take a Xanax, chill the fuck out. We don't, just because you saw the video doesn't mean that's the way it's gonna be. Don't.
Oh yeah, of course.
I told my brother, I'm like, just chill, man. You're the big Trearch, dude. Have some faith. Oh, all right. I'm not going to win this argument, so I'm going to go play Call of Duty.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what happens.
The beta will come out, and people will play it, and they'll either like it or they won't, and you can find out.
It's Trearch. We're going to like it. We're going to, if there's things that have to be rebalanced, fixed, they'll do it. I was very impressed in the beginning where Sledgehammer was very proactive listening to the community in the beginning, not so much at the end or as of now. Trearch, I'm hoping, are not blinded by their popularity. I hope they listen to us. I hope Vandahar just doesn't blow us off and do a bunch of...
Oh, I don't see that. They were always pretty responsive.
Okay, and that's...
Yeah.
I don't remember having problems with Black Ops 2. I don't remember having problems with Black Ops 1. I always loved it. So, for me, I was like, people bitching about this, people bitching about that, Thunder bitching about this, Thunder bitching about that, screaming at Vandahar. Oh, I don't...
Vandahar!
I don't...
Actually, I follow him on Twitter, and he's very clever. He puts out some really droll... tweets that I have to give him props.
Him and the head of Activision, he's actually kind of cool to follow too. I can't
remember the guy's name, but I know what he looks like. He looks like a lounge lizard, if you ask me.
He's enjoyable. You know what? To each his own. We all got our own things, but. As to Call of Duty, I'm very happy. I was very impressed. I'm looking forward to it. I can't, like you Halo guys are all psyched for, give me the beta back, man. I'm just as excited for November 6th, man. Bring it on.
Well, there's still lots and lots and lots of information that will be coming down the pike. We'll find out the dates of the beta and...
supposed to be after Gamescom.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So, and it's not decided whether it's a week or 2 weeks. I can imagine it being 10 days.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, people will play it, and they'll either have like positive buzz or it won't. Call of Duty fanboys are going to be more likely to like it. I'm guessing there's going to be more resistance to it in the Halo community, just because the Halo people sort of by definition sort of have to be anti-COD in a way. I mean, but I'm not that way. I mean,
you're not that way, but Bulletproof underwear sometimes gets to be Halo-proof underwear. That does kill. And I looked at this. I'm like, wow, I haven't been on since January.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not so much me. It's just like, get another drifter. I mean, throw some stuff in there. But I know Halo's your wheelhouse.
Well, also, I just happen to know a lot of Halo people who are on Skype and stuff. If you could send us a couple of COD guys.
Oh, God, we'd love it.
I'm going to see if I... Well, there's some guys that I follow that are campers. I got Blood Ransom Gaming. He's fantastic. Into death metal and Call of Duty. I mean, he's fantastic. Jimmy Dean, the Dean of Mean. He's part of Camper Nation, and then Sakin Mad Raj.
Well, I can't imagine that you got a whole lot of bigger YouTubers who will come on our show, but if you find somebody, yeah, totally. It was kind of a crazy, fortuitous thing that we got Drifter on. I mean, that's sort of unusual, but we did it. We did it. You got to give us props.
Yes, I do. And you do have your bigger names. You got Mandy. That's a big name. I mean, I love her to death. I know her because of you guys.
Well, she's got over 1,000 subs, so that's cool. Modest Major has like 1,200 subs.
I enjoy once again, it's the Halo. It's not the Halo community so much as it. There's certain people who I just enjoy their delivery.
Well, Major can talk about any game.
Yes, but he's in the Smash right now. He's
right.
So
right.
And he's kind of into just Smash period because he's so irritated with everything else, and I can understand why with the MCC. And it's the same with Dell, man. I miss, I really enjoyed Dell's videos.
I miss those videos. Well,
I do too.
Now he's making toxic videos and in Counter-Strike. It's like, oh no, we lost
no
him.
offense, I just don't have any want to play Counter-Strike. I mean, it's not my type. It's not my type of game.
I don't have any desire to play it, although it's bigger than Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, I know. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
But let's. I mean, I just can't wait. This fall, besides Halo, besides Call of Duty, you got Batman coming out in June. You've got Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, whoa, holy crap! And I know there's a bunch of Battlefront. I don't know where. I mean, I'll be spending 90% of the time on COD, I'm sure, but where am I going to have the time?
I know. I heard a rumor just maybe it was just yesterday that there's going to be a Gears of War remaster.
Yes, I put that out there on our forum, and it is confirmed, I guess, that they are making Gears, the first one. Which
just
is
the first one? That's it?
Right now.
Right now.
But I would not be surprised to see them do the series because, honestly, Xbox needs everything they can get, honestly. That's one thing, and I think that it would help them. Plus, they've got to get these people over to the new consoles. That's why, as of now, Call of Duty not going to the old consoles, if it stays that way.
It looks like that's where it's headed.
I hope it does. I'm shocked Because that's a lot of money loss.
I know they're leaving a lot of money on the table, but if that's the way it is, I'm stoked. Halo 5 is only going to be on next gen. It's what about Battlefront? I can't imagine that Battlefront is going to leave that money on the table.
There's no way you can put Battlefront on the old gen.
Well, yeah, I would have thought that about Destiny too, but they put it on there.
Destiny's more of a cartoon. Battlefront was like more of fucking
full motion audio or video.
Yeah. 60 frames.
Well, Destiny worked pretty good. Destiny worked pretty good on old gen, and Titanfall worked pretty good on old gen. It's like, they usually have a second developer, port it over.
Right.
Was it High Moon for Call of Duty?
I don't even remember who Call of Duty's was. It was Blue Point for Titanfall.
But I think it was High Moon Studios for...
Yeah. I think you're right, High Moon.
Just like nobody wanted to let go of their original Xbox, nobody wants to let go of their Xbox 360. And
it's crazy if you think about it. Like, for me, how the things go, it goes full circle, man, because I've had both consoles for each, but, man, I was a PS2 player. My Xbox was more of a secondary. Then it was 360 and PS3, and I was a freaking Xbox die-in-the-wool 360 guy. PS3 was just a whatever. I'll play Uncharted. And now it's come full circle where PS2 to 360 to now on PS4. It's just...
Well,
man.
We'll see. I'm not ready to say that Xbox won't come back. I think they just could. I mean, I don't think they're going to win this console generation, like sheer numbers. But will they be a good console in the future?
I pray they are, because it does nothing but it's good for both companies, for both of them to be successful.
Yeah, it is. But they didn't stop making games for PS2 till just a couple of years ago.
I know.
That console was around forever.
And ironically, I am very excited for the GameStop changing their policy where now they're going to go retro, man. I think they're going to go all the way up to 8-bit Nintendo. You can go... So I'm going to be able to get a PS1, a PS2, and I'm going to have them all lined up on, the bridge here, man. I'm psyched.
Get a Genesis.
Oh, my niece has one, but she won't give it to me.
I got one.
Every time I go to I still have a Super NES back here.
All right.
Every time I go to Colorado, man, it's just like NBA Jam. We just sit there and play the old NBA Jam and some NHL, and I dig that shit.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you get a converter, like an HDMI converter, so you can plug in the little, video and left and right, and then send it out as HDMI, you could record that shit.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I know, but I can't even figure out how to put audio on what I have now. So I have to be realistic about it. Let me figure this shit out first, man.
Yeah.
But theater mode's back. Hell yeah. I'm excited, but cautiously optimistic because it's too early to, be knocking shit off the desk with your boners, man.
That's right. So what did you think about the trailer that came out a couple of days ago where they revealed the premise, the teaser trailer, the Ember, where they started off with Lance Armstrong, and ended up with a guy that looked like Snowden. The military's got this shit, man. The military's got this shit.
I actually, and my wife she does not play video games at all, but I actually was sitting with her today and we were watching some military show like that, and I'm like, this is just like the Black Ops shit, man. This shit is happening. And she goes, I know. That shit's happening. That they're like 10,000 times past where we are, and then testing it on, human monkeys that we don't know, that are probably clones that we've made that they're testing it out on.
Right now, your government's doing things that you thought only other countries did.
Yeah,
right. So you might be old enough to remember the $6 Million Man.
Hell yeah. Ed the Doll, man. Love my $6 Million Man.
Yeah, he was bionic. He had 2 legs, 1 arm, and an eye that was bionic.
Oh, man. And I had a thing for Lindsay Wagner when I was a kid. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, the Bionic Woman.
Oh,
Now, they were able to outfit Steve Austin with all that shit for $6 million. How much do you think you could get for $6 million in bionics now? I think you could maybe get the cuticle of your pinky.
I am not going to say what I would do with the $6 million in the augmentation. I'm just going to let that go. You just call me the jackhammer. That's all I'm going to say.
That's it. It's like to the tune of that music for Steve Austin. Da 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 da.
Oh God, I'm tired.
We can build him stronger, faster, longer, thicker.
Hello. No, I'm so excited. But I'm not going to T-Mart it. Oh, here's one thing that's going to make a lot of Call of Duty players happy. Supply drops are gone. Supply drops will not be with the next generation. Now, I enjoy supply drops.
I enjoy supply drops, but they're bullshit.
I like the variants. I love the variants.
Okay, it's fun. Sure, it's fun, but it's bullshit.
Because it's pay to play or pay to win.
Yeah. The fact that you can buy these supply drops is ridiculous. And just the fact that they're even in the game. It's like, I want the game to be fair. It's like, I want my chances and my opponent's chances to be the same. It's like, okay, he just happened to get lucky and get a really good gun that I don't have. That's bullshit.
Well, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here because one of my buddies, my best man, Big Eric, he's like level 30. I mean, he hasn't prestige done anything, and he's already got the Insanity and the Obsidian Steed.
Well, he got lucky.
But the point is, it's possible.
It is possible.
Yeah, it is.
Without spending a penny.
But at this point in the game, you go into lobbies, every player in there has got some good gun,
Everybody's using the Ohm or
they've got a hole puncher or an Obsidian Steed or a speakeasy or something. Everybody in the lobby's got something that's
I got a speakeasy.
Well, you want to know what's funny? The gun that I'm having the most success with right now is a enlisted MP11.
That's what you were saying.
Deceiver.
Yeah.
I am having the most success with that. Now, granted, I have the Obsidian Steed on Xbox, but I have the Inferno on PlayStation. Love the Inferno so much more.
On PlayStation, I have both of them, but I don't have the RIP or the Insanity.
I got my second RIP tonight from a regular supply drop.
I want that gun.
From a regular supply drop.
Well, I've never bought one. I will not do it. I'm sorry.
No, you get advanced every time you hit a 10th level.
Right.
So, and with it being double XP weekend, they've doubled the elite chances.
Ah, okay.
So, I actually got the Strider, which is the other ASM one version.
The high damage one?
Yeah, I got the Strider and the RIP in one supply drop, regular supply drop.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
But I already had them. It was 4,000 XP. ESPN.
Okay.
Yeah, Blackhawk stuff. Flexi, there you go.
Yeah, they're coming up, man. Welding the Blackhawks, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
You listen to a lot of Chelsea Dagger.
Now, are you more of a basketball playoffs guy or a hockey playoffs guy?
Oh, basketball, 100%. But this one is special because it's me against Flex.
Ah, yeah, for sure. Hey, our Golden State Warriors.
They're doing fantastic. They are. And, yeah, keep that hat out.
Golden State is just down the street from us. That's in Oakland.
Now, they are Oakland? Or
yeah, it's Oakland.
Okay,
it's Oakland. Yeah, the stadium is in Oakland.
But you got a great coach. Of course, he's got Chicago pedigree. He was part of the second three-peat, I believe he was. Your coach is fantastic. My Bulls, that I live and die for the Bulls. That's my thing, man. I love my Bulls.
Well, I have to say I'm not actually a basketball fan, so until somebody told me that, like, oh yeah, did you know that the Warriors ended with the best record in the league? And it's like, the Warriors? Are you shitting me? I was caught off guard.
Steve Kerr made a real good choice when he took Golden State as opposed to New York, huh?
I guess so. So who's their big star on the team?
On whose team? Your team?
Yeah.
Seth Curry. Curry. What? That's Seth Curry. I think that's his brother. Stephen Curry.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta admit I don't even know that, but anywho.
Yeah, you got Splash Brothers, man. You got Thompson and Curry, but going back to the games, Black Ops 2, November 6th. Very excited. We've got November 17th is going to be Battlefront. When's Halo?
October 27th.
October. You got to get in there first. You got to get those players away.
Yeah. We'll everybody will be playing Halo for a week, and then
yep.
Hey,
a week and a half.
Everyone's going to play Call of Duty for 2 weeks until Battlefront comes out.
Yeah.
And you know what? Here's the funny thing. I love you, Willie, but you're going to still be playing Battlefield 4 when
he probably
everyone
will.
else is out.
He probably will be, yeah.
I one thing that I think you made this point earlier today, Yam, was especially with them going to the new consoles, because we want to get these groups. We have 4 groups now.
We got too much split.
Yeah, even just bring it to 2, man, because
2 is bad enough, but at least it's better than 4.
Yeah, I miss, some of the guys. I miss you, clown. You big gay fag. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Please pull that out.
Hey! Bulletproof underwear. We don't have any problems with fags.
I didn't mean that. It wasn't meant that way. So
that's not a good word.
Not in a alternative way. But
yes,
no,
okay.
I miss playing with the guys. I miss It's like I said, you guys play with Mandy all the time, and it's on the Xbox, and I'm like, I just can't bring myself to do it. I got too much invested over here, and it's like, I understand, but it's let's bring us back together, bring everybody together. Please edit that out.
Don't sweat it, man.
I'm telling you, please.
No, don't worry about it.
Don't sweat it.
No, you're not serious. You really want to? No, come on. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, I'm very. I believe that people are people, and
pull it out.
I just think that sometimes my grammar, or my vocabulary, goes to slang, and sometimes that slang is not proper and not how I fully believe. But
right,
it's how you grow up, how you...
Well, it's the vernacular. It's just, that's just how people talk a lot of times. It doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Oh, go in a public COD lobby, man. That's all they say is gay and fag.
No, I don't do that. No. But
I don't
it's funny because I find myself that I'm a dad, but I'm not dead, So it's like... we were at the bar last night. And I don't really go to the bar, but I went with my wife and some friends, and that Upton commercial for that get war game that she's in came on, and I was just like,
hello.
Oh, and my wife's just like, what, really? And I'm like, no, I'm serious. She's fine, man. She's hot.
But the question is, does it make you want to try that game?
God, no.
iOS and Android can suck it. Anyhow, yeah. I like the Carl's Jr. ads.
Oh, God. Sarah,
oh, my God.
Don't, please. She's young enough to be my daughter.
But she just like takes that big giant burger and like,
Stop. I got my kids here, my wife, my pictures here. Yeah, girls, man. It's totally different. But my point is that I try to be, somewhat presentable, but when I'm with the guys like you guys, things slip.
Yeah. Well, if anyone doesn't know, playing with Mango is an experience.
I play blue.
He does use
a little salty.
Well, uses a word here or there that might not be G-rated.
And honestly, it's not how I feel. It's just
how you were brought up, man.
You don't even want to know.
It's sorry. I mean, it's sad to say that, but it's true.
I'm going to say something that's, let's just put it to you this way. My family on one of my parents' side came from Arkansas way, and we have a very black and white history. Let's just put it that way. And it's taken a lot. You grow up, each generation gets a little bit more tolerant. And my kids, I pray, are much more tolerant than I am, because God knows I'm much more tolerant than my mom, who, thank God, was much more tolerant than my grandfather.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty old, and so therefore my people that are a generation older than me are really old, and those people, they use language that would make a person embarrassed.
Well, if you look at it, and you're not much older than my brother. If not, you're younger than my brothers. I mean, my brothers are 16 and 13 years older than I am.
And how old are you again?
47.
47. Oh, so you're exactly Flex's age.
I've got a brother who's 59, and I got another one. He's so he's got to be 63, something like that. We don't talk very much, obviously. So,
you know what? I work at a VA hospital, and just about 2 weeks ago, I ran into a guy as one of my patients, and he came in and we started talking. And for some reason, he's a gamer. He plays on Xbox One. Right now, his game of choice is Destiny, and he plays multiplayer. He's 68 years old.
That's awesome.
And he is absolutely addicted to it.
That's awesome.
His gamer tag is the oldest. I looked him up on Xbox Live. Yeah, he's there.
That's awesome.
He's rocking Destiny multiplayer, PvP.
But my brothers you're younger than my brothers. Granted, I was a bowling banquet baby, so it's like, whoa, hello, I was a mistake, but it doesn't matter. My parents were much older, so, my dad's still here, thank the Lord, and he's mid-80s.
Yeah, but really, do you think that the millennials and the 20-somethings, do you really think that they're going to give up video games when they hit 30s, 40s, 50s? Do you really think they're going to give that up? I don't think so.
I know from my perspective, because I started with the 2600, it was peaks and valleys. I play a lot, and then
put it away for a few years.
Yeah. And then I play a lot, and then I put it away. And this last peak, so to speak, this last climb has stuck with me, because I'm not doing some of the things that would have taken me away from it. I'm not bar hopping every night versus, once every couple of weeks. I'm not doing this and that because I've got much more responsibility. There's too much for me to lose. So it's much easier for me to stay home and, spend time with the wife, and then she goes to sleep and then I'm gaming, man.
Right. Well, I think 30 years from now, there's going to be, people that we know now that are beyond the PlayStation 37 or whatever, whatever numbers or iterations the console, whatever generation of consoles is in vogue by that time.
Well, it's funny because some of the, other than like my group of friends who I'm really close with, a lot of the people we know are not gamers. But like, so the kids, when they come over and they come down in the man cave, because my daughter sometimes will have people over and I'll get kicked out of my cave, which is hell, but 2 or 3 times a year is fine. But these guys walk downstairs and they're like, holy shit. They look set up and they're like, your dad's so cool. What would happen if you came home from school and we were hanging with your dad? And my kid's just like, no, you will not hang with my dad. You will not party with my dad. Get away from it. Go away. But to your point, Yam, will they still be doing it? I would imagine, yeah.
Well, there's going to be some of the people who are playing now are still going to be playing in 30 years. Some of them will have dropped off, but there will be others that'll pick it up in their 30s. They'll pick it up in their 40s. They'll pick it up in their 50s.
Yeah. I'm going to go until they pull it, as you said about your Xbox, till they pull the controller out of my hand.
Cold dead hand.
Dead hands.
That's it.
Yeah, I did want to show. I showed Flex earlier. I want to give a shout out to the Controller Shop. This is
that's a nice case.
My version of the Scuff. This is my PS4 controller.
Okay.
It's actually going back to them because they're going to adjust the backing for me, and basically, it's not a modded controller. It's kind of like the Scuff, but I've had it built to what I want, and what I've done is, obviously I picked my own paint job, but I have R3 totally disabled, so I don't.
What's R3 on the Xbox?
This is the same as it is here. It's the knife.
Oh, it's the push down on the right stick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's with your Scuff, it's this.
Yeah. So it's like I fall prey to that too. I'll like tense up when I'm about to shoot or something,
yes,
and I'll accidentally push down on the right stick.
But I'm horrible at it. So for me, I had they built this, and I've got paddles, but I found the paddles were a little bit cumbersome. So I talked to them. These guys were great. They were fantastic. Customer service, Brittany, fantastic. I'm sending it back to them, and they're taking, instead of the paddles, can be a little button. So when I put my hand on the back of the controller, instead of the button being here, it's just going to be, or paddle being here, it's just going to be a button at the top. So this stick will be dead, except for movement, and this one will be fine. So I have it just built to my specifications. They were fantastic.
And what's the name of this controller company?
It's called The Controller Shop.
Okay.
They if you look them up on Google, obviously it's The Controller Shop. They have a lab. You can build your own controllers. They can do paddles. They can do buttons. They can do pedals, custom paint jobs, and you could go anywhere from, I think it was like $129 to the $300 something that I built. So,
oh my God, I thought my Scuff was high.
But they've also gone above and beyond to take care of me, and they send me a label, and I just print out the label, go to the post office, and then They smack it on, and I don't pay for the shipping.
Yeah.
I got my case. It's my life. I love that company, the Controller Shop.
Yeah, I got my Xbox One Scuff with the 4 paddles on it and the grip, which I love that grip.
Yeah,
awesome.
I have the grip here too, and I have extras because I bought the first-person shooter kit.
Ah, there you go. Well, I was so addicted to the Scuff, the paddles, the boost jumping and slides and stuff like that on Advanced Warfare, and then like on Halo, you need to be able to do the jumps and keep your thumb on the aiming stick. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sold. I'm sold on that. It's like Scuff works good enough for me, but I definitely would have a hard time getting used to a standard modified controller because I'm pretty used to that.
Well, and that's why with these guys, they're an Illinois company for me. It's a hometown company. It's less than an hour away, but man, they're just gone out of their way to. I contacted Scuff. They would not do this stick disable for me. Now they'll switch it. They'll map to your paddle. They'll gladly map it, but they won't disable it. So what's the point? I tried Cinch. They won't do it either. I talked to Controller Shop, and they're like, "Yeah, well, we can do that, no problem."
Cool.
And above and beyond, fantastic. They're great. The Scuff makes a great product, man. These are you've got to have these for your Xbox One controller. You've got to have the Fang trigger extensions for your PS4 controllers, man. It's these peripherals. I mean, it's amazing that these.
Do you use Control Freaks?
Oh God, yeah.
I wear your freaks.
I've got the Alpha on this side,
and
then I have a close quarter on this side.
Really, you use the close quarter on the right stick? I would think that you'd use the taller one.
Nope, close quarter and Alpha. So it's still raised up a little. It's up, but
I'd say try the full size stick on the right. It might take a little getting used to, but I think it's beneficial.
The fatigue is too much in my hand, on my thumb. So that's why I find that the close quarters are much better. Although, if you look on the Xbox, even putting the close quarter on the right stick, because I have the same setup for my Xbox, is much higher than it is on the PlayStation. So I'd have to get alphas for both sides. And one thing I will say different about the alphas, I've worn them out. I have actually taken an alpha, and you can't see that.
They're super thin. I have one on my Xbox.
But there's nothing left. I wore it down to the plastic.
Yeah.
It has a great rubber texture on it. I like the texture.
I got to sit here, and after I play, I got to blow out because I just wear these alphas down so bad.
Yeah, you probably got the grip strength of a gorilla.
Yeah. Hello.
All right, so it's Sunday night, and we gotta edit and upload and render and upload this shit. So we should probably get going on that. So, if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 147, yeah! Get a life, no. Anyway, I've been your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
And we would like to thank our super duper COD fanboy, the amazing, the illustrious, Chicago's own Mango. Yeah!
Thank you. I appreciate you being on, or letting me on.
All right, so we all know what comes next. All right, so there is only one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.
Bye.